Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcos Lira. I will be your host of O Menos Mexicanos here today, but I am not alone. Across from me, we have formerly known as screen name the Mexcellence Taco Stand 69.
JJ, that was your name? Why did you take my name, you fool? I'm the Mexcellence. You can't be Taco Stand Mexcellence 69. That's inappropriate. I'm Sammy Gonzalez, a.k.a. the Mexcellence, not what Marcos was talking about. I am not yet ending the improv. And joining me to my right, we have...
I eats the booty.
That's not going to make sense for the whole entire pre-show we cut out.
Well, now you have to leave it in.
No, I'm not. Much like your tongue, I'm not leaving it in, all right?
I'm JJ.
With this giant Corona.
It's a
Modelo.
Giant
fool.
Modelo.
I couldn't find the Corona.
Oh, no.
HEB didn't carry it.
Racism.
How's it?
I think this is more Mexican than Corona.
Yeah,
They're both imported.
they're actually both made by the same company, but real Mexicans drink more Modelo than Corona, especially after, like, Corona is like the patron of beer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why Vin Diesel was like, you can have any beer as long as it's a Corona, because it's very Americanized at this point.
Chicanos drink Corona. It's fine. It's delicious beverages for all.
I don't think any of them are exactly delicious. I like Negro Modelo more.
Negro Modelo is
I
really
also,
good.
but they don't make it in this house.
And it's been one of those days.
Dun, dun. All right. Following off the wave, unfortunately, we thought Mexico would be playing today, but they did end up losing last night to Japan. Japan apparently has the world's best pitcher.
Fucking Shohei Ohtani is fucking phenomenal. It's not fair. Imagine having, okay, I think like the equivalent, because he's not like the greatest of all time just yet. He's very young and very good.
He's 21.
Yeah, I know. It's like having new Iverson.
Yeah.
It's like having Allen Iverson on your team where you're just like, fuck, that guy's good. And he gives everyone a run for his money. And so I like him. Even though I don't watch baseball, I like him a lot because he's also like a giant Japanese dude. Like, he's way bigger than everybody else. And I believe he pitches with both hands.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal and very difficult.
That means it's harder to predict.
Right, exactly. It's very difficult. Also, real quick, Rakeen23 subscribed to tier 1 for 14 months on a 12-month streak. Happy anniversary to you.
Rakeen, everyone is eliminated. Today is the championship. So right now, if you were to turn on Fox Sports 1, you would see Japan versus the United States. Winner takes all. But that being said, the championship game, by everyone that knows talent or has been watching this, was probably last night with Mexico versus Japan. Mexico has been riding this wave.
Okay, look, I know that's TikTok, that we're still going to get copyright strict for that. That's like full HD video and shit.
We're going to get copyright stuck by Compas Bees, but we have a show called Compas.
I know, but Compas Bees is on TikTok, and we're on a different platform, and YouTube is going to be like, no. We can't do that. By the way, someone said on Twitter that the Japan-Mexico game was for the rights to claim Goku, and we fucking lost. So now the Japanese get Goku back again. Now we have to challenge them to another feat of strength.
False god.
But yeah, that's how it works.
Well, this has been by so many people that I would never give a fuck about baseball.
Oh, yeah.
But this has been one of the most popular World Baseball Classics that's ever... That, like, literally they said 60% of the households in Japan are watching it
Well, it's because Mexico got blown... America got blown the fuck out, and everyone's like, wait, what? They're not even putting up a fight? Let's do this, rest of the world. And so the rest of the world were like, oh, we could actually beat America in something.
Well,
it seemed like that was the case this time because America got destroyed by Mexico.
Yeah, it was 10-2 when they played,
right.
I believe.
Right, and everyone's like, it's called baseball now. And it was like, yeah. Because, yeah, and I think that's what people got excited about Mexico making a run. And then Japan is just awesome. Yeah, they're generally good at baseball.
Well, it usually does come down to Japan versus Korea. America doesn't normally send its top stars, but they kind of did.
Yeah.
And that being said, there was still... Like the Czech Republic was like a whole team of teachers and woodworkers and mechanics
and stuff, right? And then like the Dominican Republic has usually a pretty good team. Also, Puerto Rico has a pretty good team.
I mean,
yes.
Doesn't America import all their players?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Half of baseball currently is guys with their last names ending in EZ, which is phenomenal.
Also, did you guys trick me into being on a sports show?
Kinda. But we're not talking.
How dare you?
Right.
But we are talking about cool sports here today. In general, this is just a celebration.
Oh, yeah, I know. We're starting off kind of weak, to be fair.
But there will be other sports that we talk about. And also, just like we do in all Mas o Menos episodes, we'll be talking about our family experience with sports. And because in general, Mexicans in sports have a weird love-hate relationship.
We're
I
not
feel
allowed
like.
to fucking murder anymore and fight tribal clans and stuff in the jungles of Mexico.
Our
So-
cheers are outlawed.
Oh, that's also true.
What?
Our cheers are outlawed.
Oh yeah, it's right. We can't say slurs anymore as a chant. No, but like, so where do you put all that fucking energy? Right? It's like, okay, we can't chop people with obsidian clubs. We can't wear jaguar pelts anymore. It's just not accepted anymore. So where do you put all that fervor? And it goes into a lot of combat sports, which I think it was a place you wanted to start. Instead of using the obsidian club to hit people, you hit baseballs. Soccer, which is funny. It's not actually Mexico's best sport right now, but historically is one of their better ones. And then all of a sudden, freaks like myself, fucking Mexican-born American Chicano kids, and other just giant Mexicans are being born now, like as a new brand of Mexican, and they're dominating basketball now. So
That was the new one that I won't be able to talk about too much, but I feel like
I got a
between
couple.
the three of us, we'll be able to.
I got a couple
cover it.
basketball ones because basketball's interesting
Between
because
the two.
You will have stuff to add to other sports. I know for a fact. Mostly
Entertain-
combat sports.
I would say entertainment, if you will.
And besides, like just like you brought up, I completely fucking forgot that the Mexican soccer team keeps getting penalized because the fans keep saying gay slurs in the audience.
That's very true. And the thing is, they won't stop, and they'll excuse them like, it's not homophobic, and it's like FIFA, who's notoriously evil, is like, yeah, it is. Stop it, and they're like, nah. So
I just think it's funny that only Mexico gets in trouble for it. Like Honduras isn't out there chanting that, or
they are not doing that.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why they're not getting in trouble.
No, I'm saying that I just think it like it's literally universal that almost every Latin team would say that.
Oh, but they don't.
Yeah. No. And if one of our chants gets outlawed, everyone should have a chant outlawed. I'm tired of doing the fucking wave, all right?
I was gonna go with the tomahawk chop, but we'll do the wave.
Who does the tomahawk
The
chop?
Chiefs.
That's not soccer.
I'm sure there's a soccer team out, a college soccer team that does that.
I don't know.
There's
about that.
so many fucking leagues of soccer. There probably is a Chiefs out there, and there probably or the Braves.
There's a Chivas.
No, that is not the
See, you're
same.
adding to it.
But yeah, anyway, yeah.
I
So
always thought it was the weirdest thing that there's like a Chivas club in Mexico, and then an American team copied it and was like, "We're Chivas LA" or something. I don't know where they're from.
I don't know. Yeah,
Which is weird because there's also a Club America in Mexico, and America didn't copy that one.
exactly. Yeah, Chivas are real big in California. Like that's the.
I know
team.
they're in California. I just don't know where. because
No,
I don't-
I'm saying like the regular Chivas, like the actual like
Oh, really?
Guadalajara ones. Yeah, it's like them and America. Yeah, there's like those two. It's like if you're one or the other. I'm Chivas.
I never really.
I don't
think
watch them, but you pick one and you stick with it.
Well, I mean, I picked Pachuca because they have my favorite nickname, which is Los Toscos,
Nice.
the rough houses. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. Tosco is one of the words that I only think of in Spanish. Don't ever think about calling someone a rough house in English.
Roughhouser.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, where do you want to start?
But no, where it starts is where we always start. Like there is you hit the nail on the head by talking about tribalism, and it is so ingrained that like I said, we could be watching a UFC fight, we could be watching a boxing fight. If we're there to watch, I don't know, Canelo in the main event or Usman in the UFC main event. If we don't know who's fighting in the first fight, like it's just McCoy versus Rodriguez. Most of the time, you're gonna be like, who do you want to win?
Fucking Rodriguez, of course. Of course.
Where's
Listen-
McCoy from?
McCoy is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly.
The Irish can fight.
Yeah. That'd be a little bit of a harder pick if there was an Irish guy and a Mexican. It's like, ooh, I like them so much, But that's the thing. Like, I gotta find this quote, so let me buy some time real quick. It's from Muhammad Ali. Go ahead.
No, that being said, Elijah, Creed 3 being a 7 out of 10 movie. On this note, kind of don't like how they made the Mexican fighter a mama's boy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Why was that? Why is that a bad thing?
It-
I got to watch it.
Why is mommy the manager?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Oh.
But it was a lot of fun. That being said, it is a real life anime in sports form.
Yes.
Right. Let me paraphrase the quote that'll go keep into it. Essentially, Muhammad Ali is like, it was not like I don't like fighting Mexican fighters, but he's like, it's tough fighting Mexican fighters because not only are they fighting for their country, but they're fighting for God. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, I would want to fight a guy who's like, I'm fighting for God and the entire country, so I better not like fucking lose. Like, and that's how when you watch Mexican fighters. That's essentially the two primary drives, if not country first. If they don't have a God, whatever, but usually they're like, I thank God for everything that you've given me. Very, Catholic, Catholic dominant country. So it's like those two fucking things intersecting to a guy that wants to rip your head off is usually terrifying. And that's why I love Mexican fighters, because they're brawlers.
And if he's got a Virgin Mary tattoo, that's like +5 strength.
Holy points, yeah. Exactly.
He's a paladin, basically.
Yeah,
at that point.
Right. And so when you watch like the flyweights and they have unlimited endurance and unlimited grit, it's like, I don't know why you'd want to step into the ring with a Mexican fighter ever. And like, don't get me wrong, there's other great fighters in other great countries, but Mexican fighters are known to be strikers. They're known to trade blows, or they're known to fucking go at it.
Yeah, Mexican style is like getting really close to each other and body shots is what it's known for.
Right.
Exchanging left and right. But that being said, I mean, outside of the tribalism being baked into you culturally at some point, like, what was your first experience with it? Like, for me, it was, because there's not a lot of, at least in the 90s, the early 90s, there wasn't a lot of Mexicans in football,
right,
or basketball. There was some in baseball, but I didn't care about baseball then. So, like, my first real culture or diving into this culture was Oscar de la Hoya.
I was saying, let's say it, 1, 2, 3, Oscar de la Hoya. Yeah,
Oscar de la Hoya.
He was the guy in the 90s. He was the guy for sure. And I was 5 years old watching those fights or whatever, right? And we're gonna watch the De La Hoya fight, and it was all my cousins and family, and I was excited that we were all together because party and fun and snacks and sodas and everything. But then you'd watch the fight, and I'm 4 years old, 5, 6 years old, not really paying attention, kind of paying attention, but seeing like you said, the camaraderie, everyone coming together for this one thing. And then what changed for me in terms of just paying attention to boxing was the Mike Tyson Holyfield fight. I was like 7, I believe, and that just went like, oh shit, that was not supposed to happen, and that unlocked like, maybe I should be paying attention because crazy shit like that could happen more and more. After that, then I started watching the fights with a little more intention, and then Canelo came out of nowhere, and it got me back into that type of fighting, watching, and viewership and stuff like that. So that's where I got it from. And then like in college, the guys would watch Mexican soccer. Because I didn't like soccer, but my school only had soccer, so you grow a taste for it. And then they would watch the Mexico-USA games usually, and then there was food and beer. So you go and you watch food and beer, and then you're like, oh, go Mexico. Because like cheering for the U.S. is not boring. I'm American. I'm not even Mexican. Like
they don't have any spicy chants.
I
Exactly.
believe that we will win.
I believe that's a silly one. It is like tongue-tie. It's like not even very good, but it's very fun to do when you're drunk, but I never did it that much. Also, the goal is very fun, as Andrew Wilson put it.
I have a clip here from the Oscar de la Hoya fight. Just going to show a little bit so we don't get, but it was a really
this should be fun. There's a lot of text in the front of it.
What am I supposed to do? This is the best we got.
No, it's fine. I actually prefer it that way. But yeah, Oscar de la Hoya,
he loses this fight at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It was his like first important loss. It's just, I think the whole fight is on that TikTok because that's why it says parte cuatro.
Right.
But yeah, it was like, I remember my uncles being so mad that they thought Oscar threw the fight.
Yeah. A lot of people, I remember that being a big thing they complained about with him. Like, oh, he threw that fight. And it's like, no, why would he do that? You lose some, Well, you generally lose some.
And this will go into a different part of Hispanic culture, but it definitely does get frowned upon that how pretty Oscar de la Hoya was back then.
You need a heartthrob if you're to make things popular, Canelo's a good-looking dude, to be fair. Yeah, but that doesn't hurt.
But he doesn't He doesn't sing, and he doesn't like get high on cocaine and take pictures in panty robes.
Well, I thought that was So for those who don't know, Oscar de la Hoya, huh?
I'm sharing that Modelo.
True sister in the chat. I thought that was what do they call it? blackmail because there's pictures of Oscar De La Hoya in high heels and lingerie and stuff. It's unsettling.
I don't know what the truth of the matter is.
But-
I thought he was just a cross-dresser, and there's nothing wrong with being a cross-dresser.
Right.
But to the average Mexican...
Right.
It might have just been a Halloween party.
Oh, is that all? Is that the truth? Or it might have been the case?
It might be.
I don't know. Who knows?
A dude in drag always gets a laugh from the Latin crowd.
This is true.
That's true. It was in a hotel room. It didn't look like a party. It was like these look like very intimate photos. But beside the point, no, being pretty. I mean, but going back to Canelo though, Canelo's a good-looking dude, and he's a young guy. He was a young guy. He was like 19 when he came to the scene, shredded and shit. So like, it didn't hurt, and that's all you really need. Shoot, like that's why a lot of Mexican other athletes and stuff don't get a lot of shine because they're not pretty. That's why Chicharito gets fucking a lot of eyes because he's a good looking dude too. He's pretty good.
I don't think there's any soccer players that are bad looking when you
But-
have to run 6 miles.
But he's particularly pretty good looking. I mean, he's a Twitch streamer now, and he's doing that now because he's out of the league.
I was thinking of like Memo Ochoa. It's just like that's a pretty dude, and he doesn't even run.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty dude because he's really good at
most
fucking soccer.
He's most at risk of getting hit in the face.
Right. Yeah, but but the two most notable people just so happen to be good looking people, right? And then we talk about some of the other athletes, they're not as good looking, but they're more dominant in their respective positions. But that's where I got it from. That's where I got that tribalism that you were talking about.
Do you remember what the first fight you saw with Oscar De La Hoya?
Nope. Like I said, I was 4 or 5. I was little. I was very little. And the thing is, quite frankly, a lot of them I don't remember because I was once again just overexcited about the toys and the food and the cousins and the hanging out. Is that was just a part of it. And then I got old enough to where when they kept doing it until I was about 10 and they stopped gathering for those types of things. So,
Well, what do you have another experience besides boxing? Like you said, soccer when you were watching the World Cup.
Soccer was in college. Soccer was the guys liked football, but they liked soccer more. The guys I hung out with, so they would watch Mexico games, the Chivas games, whatever was on, and I would just want to hang and I'd sit and I'd watch. And I learned how to watch it, and that was a big part of that culture because I was in that organization I bring up, Hermanos Unidos, a bunch of Mexican guys or just Latin American Hispanic guys. So a lot of them were Mexican, and so that's what we did, and that's what they did for fun. Those guys are all from fucking LA area, Southern California, so they brought that element to school and department. So I like, okay, I'll go do that. And then to encroach on JJ's expertise a little bit, there's a couple of wrestling characters that I enjoyed when I was young too. So in that space between.
Well, we are going to talk about wrestling at a certain point. Savage Mandy says she's here to talk for us to talk about the Lucha Bros at some point. That being said, she brought up Cuauhtemoc Blanco, and she was like, "That's not a pretty soccer player." I'm like, "Bro, this is the angriest manager I've ever seen."
I would say. His name was Cuauhtemoc, though. What the fuck? That's a great fucking name.
Dude, that looks like my grandpa at 70. Like
that guy. Doble tostado. What the fuck? Sorry, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's what I got though.
And then you never got into UFC at any point?
No, because first, you want to know the train of thought, how it worked out, and I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, go for it.
I was a boxing fan, and then I was like, well, it's just a bunch of dudes just running around hugging each other and humping each other. Obviously homophobic, but it was like college when MMA started getting popular, high school, college. Mm-hmm. So then it came to that, and I was just like, whatever, bunch of guys just humping each other on the ground. And then Dana White's a fucking piece of shit. So I was like, yeah, I don't need to get into this. I don't need to support this. And I don't know. It was like sloppier. It wasn't as refined as boxing, and I just didn't like it. I still kind of don't. Like, their skill, don't be wrong.
Yeah.
I refined being not that a boxer is good at boxing.
Yeah.
An MMA person is good at many things, but can get a lucky shot, can get they're like hammer fists and stuff. It's a little more, it's not as, what do they call it? The beautiful game, was it? Boxing?
Beautiful game?
No, it's not the beautiful game. That's soccer.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
they call boxing the beautiful science or something like that. Sweet science or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's a science to it. I like that portion of boxing, but MMA has skill, and it has athleticism.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have that polish I like when it comes to like combat. Hitting guys on the ground is chicken shit to me still. Like if you're in a street fight, you got to kill, survive, and make sure you survive. Fine, do whatever
Well,
you
they
got to
have
do.
rules on how like you can engage someone on the
Yeah,
ground.
but you're still hitting a guy on the ground. And those guys are trained to do that. I get it. Like it's part of the thing. It's just not my style. I don't want to kick a guy when he's on the ground. I want to jump on a guy and ground and pound on him. It's like just not my style.
I mean, that's how you end up in an armbar. Like that's part of it. Like there's so many things you have to be ready. But either way, I'm not here to like defend.
MMA fucking sucks and you're stupid if you like it. I'm kidding.
Well, on that note, no, I'm gonna pass the microphone to me and JJ to have a conversation for a little bit because one of the first experiences.
Bare knuckle boxing is where it's at right now. Aussie, those guys are fucking nuts. Have you seen bare knuckle?
Slap fighting swords.
Slap fighting is fucking stupid.
also owned by Dana White.
Yeah, well, not only,
Oh no, his version is dumb.
yeah, stand there, with your chin out, and get a concussion. Fucking idiot.
Well, no, that's how it works. But but in the other leagues of slap fighting, power slap, for example.
Yeah.
Or no, is power slap Dana White's?
No, power slap is the other one, I think.
Okay. They have rules where you can't club somebody.
Right.
Dana White hasn't been doing that.
It's like just palming.
It's just like the other rule is you can't use your hips at all. It's just all upper body, like just your arm and your chest. That's all you got. And you can only hit with the fingertips.
right. A slap.
Yeah.
Not a fucking.
Dana White's been ignoring
Buddha palm.
all of this. He's been like, nah, you can. You know what? Throw your leg out too. Just put some power behind that bitch.
You know what? How's about a 5-yard running start? How about you just do that? How about you get a 3-point stance and just fucking whack?
Well,
It's all in the hip. Sorry, that's a Happy Gilmore reference.
UFC was the first time I saw a Mexican champion, and I don't mean Tito Ortiz because I watched after that.
Kane?
The what?
Kane?
Kane Velasquez, because you are kind of UFC has super evolved really fast. It started off with literally it being blood sport and all these different sports fought each other.
Right.
Like
Street Fighter.
Kumite.
It was a fucking, what are they called? The Gracie brothers fighting a sumo wrestler and arm barring him.
Yes, they fought a sumo wrestler.
It was Tekken.
It was literally Tekken.
Except they were really fucking good at their, what was their fight style? The
Brazilian
Gracies?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Brazilian
Brazilian
Jiu-Jitsu,
Jiu-Jitsu,
yeah.
yeah.
So a sumo wrestler would be like, huh, 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 grab the arm, snap it off, and it's like, I can't do this.
He didn't lose to a Gracie brother. He lost to a kickboxer. He went to do that charge and he got kicked in the face.
Oh no, that's all what it is, right? Yeah, it was just like, and then even the kickboxer got fucked up by the Gracies, though, right?
No,
they tried kicking.
The kickboxer was fighting dirty.
Uh-huh.
So when he got locked in and
Did he dip his gloves in glass like in kickboxer?
Oh my god.
he kept trying to. Like there was no rules. He wasn't like exactly dirty, but it was like he was like aiming for his dick and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that needs to be a rule in all combat sports. No dick ball punching.
Well,
Or striking.
everyone talks about UFC 1, which is all the footage that we're talking about.
Yeah.
UFC 2 or 3 is still these different forces fighting.
Uh-huh.
And one of them was what's the Israeli defense?
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Yeah.
And Krav Maga is like block the punch in the dick. Block the kick in the dick.
Oh no.
Everything is like block, just beat on the dude's dick. So
Sweep the leg. Go for the arm. Reach for the dick.
That'll be on a t-shirt.
So there was this footage of a Krav Maga dude that had grappled this guy to the in some sort of T pose, and then was just kind of wailing on his dick, waiting for him to tap
Can you
out.
find that? Does that exist?
I can't find it because I've looked for it, but it's definitely because not all of them were super televised.
Right, or
you need to find the
This
VHS.
was underground. It was like the dude at the flea market was selling Faces of Death and UFC 1 and 2.
Stupid.
Everyone talks about UFC 1, but UFC 2 and 3 are also pretty hilarious.
Krav Maga dick punches.
Yeah, the ref is like,
What do I do? I didn't think this was on the table.
Vale todo means vale todo, bro.
But Cain Velasquez, because at that point, us being nerds, we saw Brock Lesnar do stupid shit in the WWE, and by stupid shit, I mean like
break his own neck.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
he used to do a shooting star press off the top rope. Do you know that? Like, okay.
I was just yes, Andy. You'd have to fucking specify. I can just pretend to know things.
He gets on the top rope, back turn to his opponent.
Okay.
Backflips, lands on his opponent like on his belly,
On his stomach.
right.
That's fine.
He didn't make it.
Oh no!
He had done that move 100 times before. Like, it was his bread and butter.
Are you gonna make me watch it?
I'm going to TikTok. It's like 5 seconds.
Oh, is this it? Oh,
Is this the one with Kurt Angle?
match you had Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
What?
Oh, did he get up at all after that? You
Yeah,
can't.
he's fine.
Oh,
Bro, this was years ago.
no,
You can see Brock Lesnar.
No,
today.
I meant like in that match.
That was the end of the match.
Okay.
But in general, he was a beast in 2002, 2003,
Right.
and he is legitimately like one of the scariest people to this day that you probably don't want to cross.
I'll mess with him. Fuck him. Fuck you, Brock Lesnar. You
He
stupid.
doesn't do
idiot.
anything but chill on his farm.
Yeah, I know, but it's like poking
And hunt
Thanos though.
deer.
It's like poking Thanos. Thanos had a farm and he still murdered
And
half
bang
the world.
Sable.
I wanted to do that at one point in my life.
Well, at some point, he gets into an argument with Vince McMahon, goes to UFC, and just starts running people over. Like,
Right.
he was an unstoppable object.
Right, you can't choke somebody with no neck. Can't do it.
I don't think most UFC fights usually. Well, I guess they end
Gene
in rear
LaBelle
naked
would have
chokes.
found a way.
But anyway, like, so this dude was an unstoppable monster for the most part, and everyone that was into UFC was talking about how great he was. He was a collegiate athlete that was really good at it, and the only thing about heavyweights is that when you're 240 pounds, or at this point 280 pounds, if you're looking at like Francis Ngannou and stuff like that,
Right.
they don't fight very often. Mm-hmm. You don't want to get hit in the face by someone that weighs 240 pounds and can punch at 13,000, 14,000 square inches of force.
Yeah, that's why people don't fuck with me.
Dude, it's
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
like getting hit by a Civic.
Yeah. Yeah.
They fight each other like once or twice a year. So there's not really a lot of like in boxing. You kind of know what the outline, what the like who's good, who's bad, because they fight 2 or 3 times a year mostly.
Right.
You in the UFC heavyweight division, you probably fight once a year, maybe twice a year at best, depending on how much money Dana gives you.
Right. Which is not a lot, I've heard.
No. Which is why Francis isn't fighting right now. But
Exactly.
anyway, that's a different story. But he just ran into this wrestling dude named Cain Velasquez, who came out with a big brown pride and around his neck tattoo.
Let's see it.
I don't know if I can find it, but he definitely beat him in like a minute and 30.
I just
It
know the
was in the-
tattoo. I just want to see Cain Velasquez. I don't know what he looks like. I'm sure I've seen him. I just want to see the tattoo.
It was fast. I remember I saw that fight at Dave & Buster's. Me and my buddies were in San Antonio for some reason. I don't remember exactly why.
Right.
But we were in San Antonio and we were like, oh, like the UFC fight is on. I know Dave & Buster's shows it. Do you guys want to go? So we went, and we had just ordered our food when the main event started.
Uh-huh.
And when the waitress came back with our drinks, it was over.
Oh, shit. And, like, so he just power bombed him? Or?
Decked him. We were joking that like when Joe Rogan gets up to like talk to to get Brock's thoughts on it, he's just gonna be speaking Spanish. No, pues que me partió la madre, pues no sé, güey, ¿qué quiere?
Is Brock Lesnar American?
Yes.
Yes.
He looks very Nordic or something.
That's just how people from North Dakota look.
That's what Kong Fed
He
looks
did play
like.
for the Vikings.
That's fair.
Yeah, super successful.
Knocked
like
the
4
American
different
out of his
sports.
ass. Good God.
Serenity, how do you make a living if you fight twice a year because they get paid like $1 or $2 million?
And
then
sports drinks don't sell themselves.
actually, at that point, like if you look at like Brock Lesnar's shorts. He also made money from sponsorships. Look, he's sponsored by Jimmy John's.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, you can get what do they call it, power water or body armor, thirst quencher, and all that shit. So,
well, now
CondomDepot.com.
CondomDepot.com.
That one's in Bellator. I see that one a lot in Bellator.
I would not want to go for my condoms in a place that's a depot. A lot of mites and rats that could bite holes in them. I don't want that. Wow. Serenity says condom. Excellence Depot. Yeah, nobody would want to watch that.
Well, just to stick on UFC, because this is supposed to be a celebration of the culture. For the first time ever in the history of, well, not in boxing, but the first time in mixed martial arts, there's 3 Mexican UFC champions right now.
Did you say UFC champions?
UFC. Might have been looking at the crypto.
UF crypto? No. Oh, they're all wearing crypto shit. Fuck.
Well, they don't pick their uniforms anymore. No, Dana White picks their uniforms.
Which is why he's a piece of shit. There you go.
I mean, on the other hand, we get to have Brandon Moreno, who's one of the coolest champions, just in the fact that he loves dancing and making Gundam mechs.
Yeah, he had no. You showed me a video of him. He had a bunch of toys behind him. I'm like, I fuck with this guy. This is the guy after my own heart. Beats the shit out of people and uses it to buy toys. That's what I would do.
This is a perfect gray RX-71.
Yeah, man. Like, he showed me him, and then he was just like, he won, and he was just fucking crying because he was an underdog the first time he won the championship, right?
Yeah,
like, he was not supposed to win.
He was not supposed to win the second time either.
Yeah.
He fought Charles Oliveira in Brazil.
That's right.
Yeah, and then they started throwing shit at him in the ring because he said "Viva Mexico."
Yeah, well, that's what you do. You have to. You kind of have to at that point. Yeah, I mean, you get discounted all the time, and yeah, and then the second one, what happened there? Because I remember watching the first one.
That's the second one with Oliveira.
Oh, I didn't see that one because I saw the one at Little Woodrow's.
Yeah,
we were watching, and you're like, "This is important." I said, "What?" And then he was like, "Viva Mexico, cabrones!" Like, yeah. And once again, American, but you get there, and you're just you feel it in your soul.
Well, he does have like a little bit of a speech. I wonder if we'll get copyright.
No, he could find one of his YouTube videos. He does YouTube, right?
Brandon Moreno, UFC.
Ah, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea. You have a ghost in your place.
That was behind me. The fuck?
You definitely have ghosts in your place.
Yeah, it's the ghost of the knight whose chalice you stole.
Oh, I know. No, I know what it was. It was I'm sure it was the internet box falling over. Nope. It was a spooky ghost. Got it.
¡Viva México! ¡Let's go! Un me disculpa, galera, mas eu soy mexicano. ¡Viva México, perros! ¡Viva México!
I love that. And I want to root for him, but I just don't like the UFC because of Dana White's bitch ass. So I'll support Mexican fighters.
Yeah, but like almost all his fighters are usually pretty super liberal, and they usually beat up Trump supporters, so I can't get mad about that.
Yeah, he also beats his wife. I'm not a fan of that, too. He does beat his wife.
You don't want to look up a lot of people have beating your wife is a problem.
Oh, yeah, I don't. But I don't like
Well, you're
him.
not married. That's not fair. You're not in the game.
JJ, I'm sure if I had a wife, I would not beat her.
You can't say that for sure.
Well,
until it happens.
until I'm married, until I beat my wife. Both. No, not happening. Not happening. It stops with me, goddammit. And not that my dad beat my mom or anything. I don't know why I said it like that. I meant it culturally, but yeah, also my dad didn't beat my mom. It's not when you have a pretty good example, it's like, oh yeah, don't beat your wife. But yeah, Dana White does that. And it's on, so that's the other thing. It's on camera in front of people, which means he does it way more behind the scenes. Not that any amount is okay.
Was on him, dude.
Oh my, you have to when you're Dana White in public.
No.
That's fucking shit. Well, then that means you don't care. I care.
I'm not a person that defends wife beaters, but she hit him first.
Yeah.
He's a fucking big, strong, buff guy. Who gives a shit?
Dude, I'm not gonna step into other people's gardens. I'm just saying that, like,
yeah, I'm gonna step into someone's garden if they're beating their wife in the garden. I'm not gonna let it happen.
She slapped him. He slapped
and
her
he's
back.
big enough and strong enough to hold her hands or to walk away. No, we're not doing that. We're not even thinking about doing that. We're not even considering thinking about doing that. So let's not.
I'm not about.
I know you're not a wife beater, which is why I'm telling you you don't have to do this.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, like some people.
At the end of the day, we can move on without you saying it. At the end of the day.
Well, I found a It's just a gray
ESPN was
area.
defending him too. Yeah, because ESPN's fucking stupid too. Jesus Christ. Don't
Owned
beat
by
your
Disney.
fucking wives. Owned by Disney. Yeah, that's why you don't fuck with Disney like that. That's why you don't die hard for nobody like that. Shit.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I liked Rock over him during the time too, because I always thought Austin was a white supremacist, which is wrong. But he's not a white. He's not a white supremacist. He's actually a cool, pretty cool guy in politics and personality. But if he beats his wife too, then fuck him.
Going back to Brandon Moreno being a giant nerd.
Yeah. There we go. That's the content I want. Fucking Lego Venoms busts. That's what I want.
The Lego
Bowser
Bowser is my favorite.
Those shits are expensive. I looked it up.
How much was it?
Like $250, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool piece, but it's just too blocky for my taste. I considered it.
I don't collect stuff like that. That's my thing.
That's because you're not Brandon Moreno.
I just like building it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had millions of dollars and then some spare money, maybe I would.
yeah, I almost
If I had a whole house to put said collectibles.
Also true.
Dude, fucking speaking just real quick as a sidebar, Facebook Marketplace, I've been addicted to it lately. $20 for a Lego X-Wing, and that lady raised the price on me by $10. It was like, no, I give it to me for $20, and she didn't. It's like a $50 set for $20. I would have done it, but alas,
Well,
almost got ripped off.
just to bring two more notes to the Mexican fighters. Yair El Pantera. That dude just looks like my cousin, and I can't hate him.
Right. What division is he in?
I believe he's in welterweight. Like he's in Conor McGregor's. Well, Conor McGregor is in two weight classes.
Oh, well, that's different. No, but I mean,
Well, he used to be. I don't know anymore.
but because you brought this person up and I didn't know who
He's a
they were.
featherweight.
Featherweight. So wait, what's Brandon Moreno then?
He's the welterweight.
What's smaller, feather or welter?
Welter.
Okay, I was say because he's a little tiny guy, and that other guy's slightly not as tiny.
No, he's 5'11".
Just skinny.
And
though.
Pantera is 5'11".
Just skinny though.
Yeah,
means you
they
can
all
be
cut weight.
Well, it's no, but what I'm saying is that they like welterweight sounds small, featherweight sounds small, but welterweight doesn't sound. Welterweight sounds bigger for some reason in my head. Anyway, and then who's the third person?
Alexa Grasso, the first Mexican American winner. Well, Mexican born champion.
Hell yeah.
She submitted someone, and it was also a come behind fight. When she choked her out, she was like, "Oh shit, I didn't expect this to happen." So all three underdog stories, and I'm gonna keep cheering for them on and hope for the best.
And I'm gonna wish for Dana White's downfall.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen at this point.
I don't need it to. I can wish. A man can have dreams.
I like seeing MMA.
No, you can watch Bellator with Dick.com. Dick Condom
Depot.
There you go.
I'm
Dick
For
Warehouse.
all we know, the guy who owns Bellator is like worse.
But I don't know about it yet, JJ. So
could
until
be
further
Putin.
notice.
Putin could own Bellator and we wouldn't know.
Hey, I don't even know if Putin has a wife, all right?
Well, if he did, it wouldn't be hard for him to get rid of her.
It's true.
Well, on to the next sport. I mean, Mexicans and
DJ Lemon, did y'all talk about the 18-year-old Mexican in the UFC? I didn't know there was one.
I mean, there's always 18-year-old Mexicans in the UFC.
Yeah. Are you on the fight?
You got to be a little bit more specific. No, it's just that Mexico is churning them out. They're the newest, and they're storming up the ranks too. Like,
Right.
they're doing really great things. They instead of Mexicans getting into boxing, they're getting into MMA right
Things
now.
get cheaper.
It's not a matter of cheap. Those camps are still expensive. No matter which one you go to, it's $400 to have a trainer.
Well, I'm saying, I'm sure you could train. I'm sure it's easier to get into a UFC training program than it is a boxing program in Mexico, considering the establishment and all the red tape. I'm sure a new up and comer person comes back to Mexico, puts up a place, and then charges. It's still expensive, but an appropriate amount. Like, because there's more people doing it and doing UFC versus once again the lineage and the stuff that comes with having to do boxing in Mexico.
I mean, the thing is, even when it comes to Canelo, they don't have a lot of. Canelo's coaches were not super famous. Like, he brought them with him.
Right.
So there's always, whether you go through boxing or UFC, it's always going to be about the same. But I don't think that anyone, you're talking about $1 versus $1.50. Like it's always going to be about the same because fight camps are stupid expensive.
Right.
And DJ Lemon just wanted me to talk really quick about Raul Rosa Jr., who, damn, he does look like a baby fist kid.
Jeez. Click on one of those. I can't see. Damn. That dude's got a big head.
Oh, youngest fighter. That's why you wanted.
Becomes the youngest fighter to do. Oh,
Youngest fighter.
17. Damn. Good on you, kid. And by kid, I mean you look like a grown-ass man already at 17. Jesus Christ. Got a jawline like a cut glass. Damn,
He
he's
already
hot.
looks like he
needs
broke
to
his
quit
nose.
boxing and come marry me. Jesus, Serenity, easy there. Easy there. This is not a horny show. Other shows are more horny.
Literally the compas.
Literally, the compas is more horny. But
He's still in school.
yeah, right. Yeah,
He's living anime.
He's basically Ipo.
He's also a child. He's 17. Let's actually let's step back a moment. Wait until he's at least 20.
I'm trying to remember the last dude that they signed, as he was probably 20 or 21, but it was like he was some pretty boy, but I forgot his name. He was white though.
UFC, no idea.
That being said, I will give a brief shout out to Khalid Plant is fighting a Mexican champion with 3 belts this weekend, and his name is David Benavides.
Yeah, he has 3 belts, or no? The other guy's 3
Benavides has 3 belts. If he wins this fight, he'll unify a division
in
boxing.
boxing. Oh, nice. I can't wait to care about smaller divisions. No, I just know that boxing has
It's
so many
160.
Mexicans.
It's Canelo's old division.
Yeah, but once again, there's always going to be a Mexican boxer that comes up in the ranks. So it's Canelo's reign right now, and I'm just waiting for the next one to come up. Like that Ryan Garcia kid, he's more TikTok star than boxer, even though he's really pretty good. But I'd rather him do more boxing than TikTok.
I don't know how to measure that dude because he hasn't fought.
Yeah, he's doing TikToks, but when he fought,
he has a serious fight now.
he's got a fucking quick hands. He's got a left hook out of fucking nowhere.
He knocked out that dude. It was just a prank, but he knocked out. It was like they blindfolded the dude, and it was just a lady being like, "Haha, I'm gonna punch you," and then Ryan Garcia shows up, and you can literally see him folding the dude.
Yeah, no. Once again, Ryan Garcia, I have nothing against him, but like he does more TikToks than fighting. But has like you see him in the ring, he'll hit a guy, and he'll walk away before the guy falls down because he'll be like, "Boom, got him," and he'll just start walking away because the guy's like, "Oh no!" and his legs just give out. He's nasty, man. He has quick fucking hands. What's his name? Andy Ruiz Jr. too is also there. Oh no! Oh, hit him in the chest. Oh shit. Oh yeah, because that's the TikToks he does is how many hits can you take with the pad?
Yeah.
And that hit him in the fucking heart. Usually he's hitting him in the core when they expect it. That's fucking assault, brother. Jesus Christ. Fuck that. That's fucked up. I don't like him no more. You can't hit a man with the heart when you're blindfolded thinking a girl's gonna punch you. Like, obviously everyone's signed up for it, but still. Fucking straight chest. He must have not liked that dude. That dude must have said some shit to him because you don't hit a guy in the chest like that with fucking hooks. But all
right.
And then the chubby beast too, Andrew Ruiz Jr. Man, talk about underdog. That guy's fucking tight.
Sorry, I just remember all the memes that he was like the kid from Up, and then
Show a picture of him. Do you have some pictures of him? Yeah. Oh my God, Serenity. No, I don't. Folks get married all the time at 16 or younger. My Latina friends did it in high school, and he's 18 now. Birthday is October 2004, so we'll be 20. Damn, she's counting and shit. So the math says, oh, it's the eyebrows. Yeah. No, he lost a bunch of weight, and then he's still pretty good.
he lost weight. They
Right.
said he lost weight for the rematch, and he did not.
And he got smacked a
Yeah.
bit because he was too busy taking photo ops. So people were saying he was too distracted, and then he came back and was like, "All right, I'll fight for real. I lost my way." So
It's just a little bit of hype for this weekend. That's David Benavides,
fucking A.
and he hates the dude that he's fighting today.
Oh, I love that. I love when there's hatred in sports.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes it so much more fun. Like, I'm tired of the NFL because they're so buddy-buddy nowadays. But yeah, like, punching a guy that you don't like for pay is like the greatest thing you could do, I'm sure.
Oh wait, this wasn't the clip I was looking for. This was it.
You could try to act like I'm not like that, but look at my record: 26-0, 23 knockouts. Look at everybody how they look after I fight them. Fuck up. I don't. When I get up in here, I don't play around. They know what I am. I'm the Mexican monster. This is exactly what I do, and he's no fucking different.
You got dropped by Ronald Graville.
I didn't get fucking put to sleep like you.
I wouldn't put to sleep. I got back up.
You got knocked the fuck out
I got
from
back
everybody.
up. Hey, I got back
You're
up.
talking about you don't know if you're a fucking wolf or a sheep, motherfucker. You've been on the floor. You a sheep. So what are you talking about? You ain't no fucking wolf.
Sheep don't get to sit
You
up
a
here.
fucking sheep, bro. Don't.
Sheep
Oh, he shook. That guy's fucking shook. You can't say shit. Damn. Yeah, you can't do that stuff.
Oh, sheep don't.
Wait, Serenity's a man? I got confused. Oh, well. Serenity is...
I'm not a she. I'm a man.
Well, Serenity's trying to fuck...
I did think Serenity was a she because of the pink font, but that's my bad.
You told me she was. That he was.
Well, we sorry in the past.
You got misgendered because the text was pink and we're a bunch of idiots. They don't choose the color of their text. Anyway, point is,
I didn't know that.
Point is, Serenity, stop trying to fuck an 18 and or 20-year-old.
I mean, both of those are legal.
Yeah, they are, but it's frowned upon. Not even frowned upon. Whatever, I don't care. Do whatever you want. They're old.
We don't know how old Serenity is.
Yeah.
Serenity could be 19.
He's like, I'm 12. I want his body. Give me his body. No.
One last boxer, because the chat is asking us to check this out.
I love two men. Sorry, going on Serenity. I love men too much for me to be here. I got the vapors, his braids. The guy you're showing. I never given you the vapors. What's that about? I want to give people the vapors.
Fiero,
braids.
Yeah, he
grow-
was cheering you on
I
to
can't grow braids.
Braid your beard.
Braid your beard.
I gotta grow it out.
Fiero was saying, look up Fandora, the towering Mexican. He's 6'8" and fights in middleweight.
God damn! I have seen that dude actually. Yeah.
That doesn't look fair. That's like Goro.
Goro. Well, how do you even fight? Is that heavyweight? You said?
No, that is he said it was middleweight.
Fuck! How do you even limit that? He's got a range of 7 feet.
He won't
He
make
could
weight.
just do this.
I was about to say he won't make weight at some point. That's just where that is. That being said, football is going to be a little bit quicker to run through.
Yeah, there's 5 offensive linemen.
I will say, growing up in San Antonio, or growing up around San Antonio, we did see the Gonzalez brothers play high school.
High school? Oh yeah, I've heard about them.
Tony Gonzalez, yeah.
Yeah, but they're Puerto Rican.
Still,
Yeah, I had to ask.
you had to reach a little bit.
Yeah, the only reason why with the Tony Gonzalez, I was happy about him being in video games was because they would say my name in Madden because he was in there. So like, Madden 2001, 2005, whatever, they would be like, Tony Gonzalez he caught the touchdown. And so I'd make my creative character and it'd be like, touchdown, Gonzalez. It's like, yeah, but I had him to thank for that because he was in, and then he was out of the game. So then they stopped saying Gonzalez. It'd be like, the running back with the touchdown. I was like, fuck. And then it was Alexander Gonzalez, I think, was a receiver for the Colts. And then they started saying it again. And I think they just left it in now. So now they say my last name because of they already pre-recorded it. So they just left it in. But football, I can't think of.
Well, the Cowboys had Tony Casillas, and that's about it.
And then there's a Villanueva who is a veteran. He was a offensive lineman for Steelers. Yeah. So he was there. I mean, that's a little deeper fighting actual Mexican, because he might not have even been Mexican. Yeah, look up Mexican NFL players.
1 second. There's a dude that he won a Super Bowl with the
Tony Romo. Antonio Romo, everyone's favorite quarterback.
I never know if this was true.
What?
But my parents claimed, and a whole bunch of like the uncles that claimed to know shit, said that Tony Romo's grandparents were from Piedras Negras, and I just always
That's probably true.
They said the same thing about Marilyn Monroe. That one ended up being true.
Yeah, why would you do that? Hey, no, but Cher went to Fresno one time. We claim Cher, even though she's not Mexican. But anyway, Tony Romo, say what you will. And people hate him as an announcer now. I still love him as an announcer. He gives a shit about ball. He was very good for a long time. Fuck Mark Sanchez. We're talking about Mexican quarterbacks. That guy was he
That one doesn't normally get that.
well because he was charged for assault in college at USC. Fuck him.
That's what I was about to say. Is like that one doesn't normally see the light of day.
Jeff Garcia. I don't know if he was Mexican or not. Quarterback for San Francisco. Did you just Google Mexican NFL players?
I'm looking for one real quick.
While you're looking up, I would just Google all of them. But who's the other one? So speaking of combat sports, Chuck Norris. He's Hispanic. Carlos.
I don't know if you want to claim Chuck Norris.
I don't, but might as well get out of there. I'm glad one of the Bills players punked him while he was
with the
lining
total gym, you can do like 80 different workouts, all with your own body weight. No need for any bulky home gym equipment. Chuck Norris, give me money.
Have you heard of that system before? Once on the TV, just one time.
Chuck Norris used to lull me to sleep.
Oh. That sounds so punk rock. Chuck Norris used to lull me to sleep. What does that even mean? Oh,
so we got Jimmy Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett, how did I fucking forget? I'm such an idiot. Fuck. Two-time Super Bowl winning Mexican. The Iceman, Tom Flores. Hell yeah.
Ron Rivera. He more famous as a coach.
Tom Flores.
I ain't gonna.
Oh, some of these are Hispanic. Some of them are Mexican.
Jack Del Rio. Didn't know that one.
Jack Del Rio. His name's Del Rio of the River.
I still was not gonna give him credit.
It's not Italian.
Anthony Munoz. Tony Romo. There he is.
I'm trying to see.
Jeff Garcia. I like that he's Jeff Garcia of the Calgary Stampeders.
He might still be playing. That's why. You know what he's been checking out? J.P. Lozman was Hispanic. That's weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, Victor Cruz, I'm sure is Hispanic.
Rakeem's mentioning Anthony Munoz from the Bengals.
In the 80s. Damn, who knows anybody from the Bengals in the 80s? I'm happy for you that he's remembered. Wait, Ted Hendricks?
Todd Casillas.
Really? Wait, click on Ted Hendricks.
Where's Ted? Oh, Ted Hendricks.
Yeah. What type of Hispanic was he?
Ted Hendricks, nicknamed the Mad Stork.
Yeah, it's a Raider. Go to Wikipedia or see if you can find his ethnicity. That's interesting as fuck to me. I didn't know he was Hispanic. Let's see, Guatemalan? No shit. That's fucking awesome. He's a Raider. That's fucking cool. With a name like Ted Hendricks, though, it's really easy to fall into the radar. I assume anyone under the Raiders is an honorary Chicano. Kind of. So, hey, if that's the case, Howie Long, honorary Chicano. Howie Long for
Arian
for sure.
Foster. How?
Oh, dude, there's that's the thing. You click on his early life.
I think his mom.
Arian Foster. His fucking middle. Ariane Rodrigo. Fucking.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Let's see here.
Sister Cristina and Sister Maria.
Foster's mother encouraged him. Parents divorced. Damn it. What are you? Maybe you shouldn't ask people, what are you?
Considering he's from New Mexico.
He's counting New Mexico. They got the New Mexicans there.
Maybe that's all it was.
Isaiah Pacheco. Yeah, there's like Valdez Scantling, I'm sure.
Well, there's new ones.
Yeah.
Like Isaiah Pacheco is new. Isaiah Pacheco is one of my favorite stories in the NFL for it being like a anime tragic backstory.
Oh my God, all of them are though.
I don't know.
In the NFL, everyone's tragic backstory for the most part. If you watch the NFL draft coming up pretty soon here, and it's like his father abandoned him in a coal mine at the age of 2. That's when he knew he had the drive to be a linebacker. It's like, what? That's fucking cruel.
Pacheco's brother and sister were killed on the same day.
Yeah. Welcome to the club of the NFL. I'm sure there's lots of other, tragedy of the such. It's fucked up. But that's why he's such a good runner.
What's Brady's tragedy?
Just evil.
No, it's easier for white guys. Their tragedy is he was picked in the 3rd round, 5th round or some shit.
No, he was picked in the 6th or 7th.
Whatever. That was his tragedy, and they made him.
Not a very good anime.
Yeah. Tom Brady is the worst anime.
Being a cheater.
Yeah. Okay.
Deflating balls was his tragedy. I would have thought that Frenching his kid would be above that, but okay.
No, the Uggs are above Frenching his kid, all right? It's fucking weirdo.
Alejandro Villanueva. That's who it was.
That's who it was. Yeah.
But, one of the first representations, and it's not exactly in the realm of sports, but people have been asking us to talk about it, and that's good old. I mean, well, there's several people that actually fit this mold, but for sure, one of the most successful Hispanics that I ever saw on TV, or at least that started the era, is good old Eddie Guerrero.
Hey, Latino heat. I don't know what this hand gesture is. It's like Spider-Man.
No, it's just
No, that's what I was doing. I was like, Latino heat. No, that was fucking cool. It was one of those things for me anyway, real quick, before I let JJ take the reins on this one, is you don't know what you got till it's gone. I was like, oh yeah, there's always going to be a Mexican superstar that's fucking awesome and rides lowriders and it's called Latino heat. It's always going to be the case. There's always going to be one that represents who I am as an individual. And then it just went away, and it makes me incredibly sad. And Rey Mysterio's running around with the same storyline from 1996, but it's not enough.
Fighting his son is a new storyline.
No, but it's the same thing. The whole son narrative.
It's Eddie's son.
Right, but it's the same narrative.
It's the same storyline from 2002 or whatever.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Whenever that custody match was.
Right, it's the same thread, right? But like him, like he's gone. And there hasn't been a great sense, a new talent. I don't think a new Latino talent that like Bad Bunny maybe, but even then, like he's not there all the time.
So Vince McMahon has been chasing that pink dragon or that green, white, and red
delicious handsome dragon
eagle for a while. The thing is that Vince McMahon always fucks it up.
That sounds about right.
He keeps trying to shove people a little too hard, and then
people revolt.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
And yeah, there was also Alberto del Rio. He's his own problem.
What happened there?
The same reason you don't like a lot of other people.
Oh, is he beating his wife and diddling people?
Beating his wife, Trump supporter.
Oh my God! Yeah, fuck you, Alberto del Rio.
Cody Rhodes is Cuban.
That is true. But I actually did see like why he doesn't claim it, because he's like, yeah, I'd bring it up. My mom's Cuban, and they'd be like, shut up, Whitey. That was the gist of it, right? So he's like, I just don't bring. Like he seemed pretty sad about it, to be honest. He's like, yeah, my mom's Cuban. Like it's like legit. And then they're like, no, you shut up, you white guilt man, get out of here. And he's like, okay. And so he just doesn't bring it up, which is fair. That's one way to go about it, but.
Razor Ramon.
I definitely thought he was Mexican.
I thought he was too, to be fair.
I mean, that being said, so this guy is, I always think that if it comes to wrestling, like Eddie Guerrero is kind of a once in a generational talent just because of his size. Mm-hmm. But there's still a lot of great wrestlers. Like this dude's from AAA. He's actually wrestling tomorrow, and he's called El Hijo del Vikingo, the son of the Viking.
Right.
And he does stupid shit that is just kind of like, I don't even know how you train for this.
Jeez. And why isn't he the guy? Why aren't they giving him money to be the guy?
Well, he's a baby. He's 21 or something. Like he's starting.
Fuck it. Give them all the money and resources they need.
The thing is,
tired of this AAA bullshit.
Well, for one, the thing that made Eddie Guerrero famous to the stop, and a lot of other of these, the Lucha Bros or even Rush or Sin Cara, is they don't speak English.
Oh. I learn them English and then they can succeed.
Bro, Canelo has been trying really hard to learn English for like 10 years.
Dude, his English is fucking tight. I love Canelo's English. Hey, get the fuck out of here. I love that shit, dude.
I mean, you could love it, but you that's not exactly you can't carry an interview. I'll put it that way.
I don't need him to. I just need him to say slurs at people and curses and intimidate people. That's all I need. That's all you really want. And in wrestling, I mean, I don't think I do promos and stuff. Just make yourself the voiceless Viking man. Yeah.
Well, in wrestling, it's kind of easy to just give them a mouthpiece. Put them with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman will do all the talking for them.
Exactly. Get a Paul Bearer.
Vince McMahon doesn't like managers.
Why?
I don't know, but he spent the entire 2000s getting rid of them. That position doesn't exist. Like the only manager left in WWE is pretty much Paul Heyman.
I thought they kicked Vince McMahon out. Or I thought he left and he came back.
He's gone. But it's still the shadow of Vince McMahon lingers heavy. WWE is still in that transitional phase where like Vince doesn't hold as much power or have as much say.
Right.
So maybe now there can be a new, Latin American talent that they can let just go off. Just do his thing. The thing was, Vince was a real like micromanager. He changed everyone's shit.
Yeah.
Sin Cara used to be Místico, and Místico was a big name. He was Stone Cold in Mexico.
Right.
But when you bring him over to America, change his mask, change his name, and change the way he wrestles. He can't wrestle like that here in America. He has to wrestle the WWE style.
Why? Why are you doing this? Fucking idiot. I used to like Vince McMahon as a kid. Like, he's so cool, and like the boss man, and like you're 12 or 7 or 6 or in age.
That's funny because you're supposed to hate him, but
No, but you're small and you're like, yeah, he's got all the power. He runs he runs everything, and then he's just a dumb piece of shit. That's the thing. All these people are dumb pieces of shit that run these things. Shit, if I don't give me money,
it's not easy to be a billionaire.
apparently it is.
I mean,
you just have to be a fucking
generational
monster.
wealth is a thing. That's the problem.
Give me money, and I will not be a fucking dipshit with it. Oh my god!
I can give you money, but I can't give you billions of dollars.
Dude, I won't be a dipshit with the $5,000 you give me, though. I promise you that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, here we go. This is the picture.
We would put on the best wrestling event, me and you, by ourselves. Not
I was about to say, not by ourselves.
No, like running everything other than hiring everybody. It would be the best show ever. It would have breakaway glass. I'd buy sugar glass. I wouldn't get real glass. I'm too scared. We would do that. We'd get some tables, ladders, and chairs. We would get a PA system, and I would do live commentary. And then we would get we would have like, I don't know, we'd come up with a cool fucking match. Like, it would be the top of the pyramid match. We'd build a fucking Aztec pyramid on the corner of one of the turnbuckles.
You're describing what Robert Rodriguez is. Yeah.
One of the turnbuckles would be an Aztec pyramid. And
the gift of the gods match.
With the belt on top of it. They all got to beat each other up. It's like a ladder match, but it's on the corner. So they only have a third of a ring to fuck with.
It took me a while to find this list, but there has been there's 3 or 4 times in recent, like within the last year, that, well, now Vince isn't in charge and some of these people are doing something else, but there's been like 3 to 4 people that Vince was like, this is the next Rey Mysterio, or this is the next Eddie Guerrero, and then gives up after a month. This is the next Rey Mysterio. Like, it's literally like Angel Garza, who's from here in Laredo. Carrillo was another one. Raul Mendoza was another one. And then Santos Escobar is the newest one that he was like, all right, fuck that dude. Santos Escobar is at least now on SmackDown. But those are also, to JJ's point, this dude used to have a mask.
Oh. You know how many things you could sell with the licensing rights for masks? I'm half inclined to wear a mask on this podcast now.
Was about to say that. I mean, sure, go for it.
Another podcaster does that. So,
is it Excalibur?
No, I'm not sure.
Is Excalibur?
What was Mystico's new name in the WWE?
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara never was pushed very, very hard after a couple of botches. He was still coming out in the Scooby-Doo TV shows and stuff like that.
Scooby-Doo? Oh, in Mexico?
No.
Like in America.
What?
Because his face mask was so famous that it was just kind of like, we're going to sell this.
Here's the best part about that. All right, so Scooby-Doo Sin Cara is best Sin Cara. Okay. Because he doesn't talk. He speaks through flips.
Oh, my God.
He speaks through like wrestling moves and flips. And no one in the Scooby-Doo crew can understand him. So Freddy's like, what's he saying? And John Cena's like, well, my Mexican luchador is a little rusty, but I believe he's saying that we should explore that area.
So he has a manager in the cartoon? God damn it. No, see, now I want Chile G in a fucking Scooby-Doo cartoon where he's a spooky monster.
Time to put Key back to work.
Key! Get some AI, let's fucking do this. Scoob, we have Chili G here. He's so scary, or whatever the fuck he sounds like. I don't know what Shaggy sounds like.
Shaggy?
Yeah.
I don't know what he sounds like now. Doesn't he just sound like a normal dude?
It's Matthew Willard.
Oh, it's Matt. Oh.
So a normal dude, you know. Normal Matthew Lillard.
Thunder Rosa is probably like.
Yeah, but she's not getting paid millions of dollars. She's on this fucking other bullshit that nobody really pays attention to unless you're into wrestling. I want cereal boxes, Wheaties,
She
action figures. Sick of
She
this
is getting an action figure.
I didn't say one. I said z. Plural. I want her to be a Barbie and a G.I. Joe.
AEW just started. They don't have a video game yet.
Yeah, I know. Their video game, the premise they have is fucking awful. Like the beta they had, it looks like shit. But
It's like,
no, I don't want her to be an AEW. AEW is for small timers. I want WWE.
See, that's the problem. It's you.
I'm not the fucking problem.
Yes. This whole mindset that AEW is for small timers or like ROH is for small timers. That's where the wrestling is at. If you want to see the type of action that lucha brings or that like these different styles of wrestling bring, you have to go to it. You have to watch AEW. You have to watch ROH.
I don't care about wrestling.
Nothing
enough
will
to do-
dethrone WWE if you don't go to it.
Oh, well, I don't go to wrestling. I go to the wrestling you take me, which is usually these events. So I am doing that, JJ. God damn it.
Well, I mean, we haven't gone to a GCW show. That being said, I believe Savage Mandy brought up Inspire Pro. We will, well, at least me and JJ, maybe Sam, will be there this weekend. That's on Sunday. But you do need to support the scene. That's the whole point of this podcast. It's just like, if you don't, I understand hating Dana White, but if you don't support these UFC like fighters, they're not going to be the next great Oscar De La Hoya. They're not going to, because you need to support the people. You didn't know about David Benavidez fighting this weekend. Like, it's all about just, you can't support everybody. Too many toys in the hand kind of thing. But
They don't make any toys. I can't even have any toys. They don't make them.
Well, they won't make toys unless you support them kind of thing. That's how it works at the end of the day. Like,
It's an Ouroboros. It just keeps eating its tail.
yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. Like my washing machine.
But I mean, that is the whole thing that I kind of want to bring to light in general, like with this podcast, that it's just like, I would also like to see another Eddie Guerrero. I would also like to see the next Canelo kind of thing.
Well, there's gonna be a new Canelo. It's just Canelo's just too big. He's like a fucking black hole. Just everything, he attracts everything in his vicinity. All the money and all the fame and sponsorships, it all goes to him.
Yeah, but I can buy more than 2 boxing pay-per-views a year. Like, it doesn't hurt me to go support David Benavidez or Ryan Garcia fight Davis.
When he does.
What?
When he fights. The bi-yearly time he fights.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't hurt me to come out and just kind of bring a little bit of light. And that's kind of what I want to do with a lot of these topics that we're going to be doing here in the future.
Yeah. Are you done?
No.
I was going to say, we have basketball still.
Yeah.
That was what I was excited about.
Yeah, go. Basketball is the one that I know the least about.
Oh,
so
well, that's because you had the Garcia Gonzalez brothers or whatever. Was Tony Gonzalez a twin or a brother?
yeah, just a brother.
Brother. Well, we had twins. The Lopez twins. Look them up. Those fucking giant Mexican dudes that were really good at basketball in the Central Valley. He's like, I think they're like 3 years older than me.
Sorry, I just thought of another giant Gonzalez.
Was that a wrestler? was that a wrestler? Yeah.
He fought the Undertaker at Survivor Series.
There you go. But no, those guys are really good, or one of them at least. I think Brooke is the better of the brothers. I think he's still playing.
I've heard of Brooke.
Yeah, and he, I actually just saw a TikTok today. He owns the property in Disney World, like on site. There's houses you can buy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, first thing I wanted to do is just buy a house at Disney."
Oh yeah,
World.
well that was the idea behind Disney World. He wanted to make it an actual neighborhood.
Right. And
I didn't know they're Bucks.
Oh, I think
The Young Bucks.
they are the classic Bucks. No, I think they were at one point. I don't know if they are now. And then the one that's been taking off particularly is Juan Toscano Anderson. Look up Juan Toscano Anderson Mexico jersey and see if you can find it. He wore it during the All-Star game. That shit is hard as fuck. And I think he's a Laker still. I don't know if he got traded. Let me look. Sorry, Mike listeners. Let me see if I can find that real quick. But that
Looks
dude,
like he was wearing a Golden State jersey, not.
that during the All-Star game he got traded. No. Oh, see if you can find the back of it though. The back of it is 95, I think. Yeah. the Mexican flag and his last name and the letters. That shit is tight. And what's funny is that my cousin's last name is Toscano, which is an Italian in root, but it's Mexican. They're from my cousin's from Mexico. His family is from. He is a Mexican American professional basketball player for the Utah Jazz. Okay, so they did trade him. I don't follow basketball super closely, but yeah, he's still playing. He's still very good. But the fact that there was a Mexican American player with a Mexican flag on his back during the All-Star game is pretty fucking tight. And who else is on like basketball teams that's very good and Mexican? Those are the big two.
Somebody in the chat brought up a Pelican, but I forgot his name off the top of my head.
Let me see. I'll just look at fucking Google on the thing. Mexican basketball players.
Oh, I just need to go to our old story.
There's the one guy from UCLA that my sister brought up who.
Jaime Jaquez?
Yeah, that guy out of UCLA's.
Jose Alvarado is the one that the chat brought up.
Yeah. Let's see here. Once got entered, Eduardo Najera, Horacio Llamas. Oh no, these are Earl Watson? What? That works.
Jose Alvarado, who's apparently half Mexican.
That works for me.
And then your sister brought up Jaime. Somebody said you were their favorite Hispanic athlete.
Oh, well, that's correct. That's the right answer. Left tackle, defensive tackle. Yeah, that kid's...
This was the picture that was like, that's the most like Mexican.
Yeah, no shit. Bill, yeah, look at that. Bill Walton lost Jamie Jaquez Jr. for UCLA. Yeah, no, that kid is good, man, and they're gonna win it all because that's my second team.
Don't you normally hate UCLA?
No, USC.
USC.
University of Spoiled Children. Fuck them. But no, UCLA is the school I didn't get into ever since I was a kid. I wanted to go, and then it was better that I didn't because I'd probably be a ginormous asshole if I went to UCLA.
As opposed to now.
Yeah. think about the dichotomy, JJ. I'd be insufferable. More insufferable. No. Yeah, no, that kid is good. I watched one of the games last week. I forgot who they were playing. They were winning. And I'm like, well, that guy's good at basketball. That's like the first thing that came to mind. But that's the thing. You just need the genetics to catch up and the big hossness to get into the system. Like, I mean, you big hosses. We're both over 6 foot.
I don't have the agility stats.
No, but we were big hosses. That's half the battle is just getting the size. And you know, if you have another kid, which I'm not sure you will, but if I have a kid, and let's say my current partner, she's like 5'9", 5'10", that kid's gonna be tall, and I'm gonna have a freakishly large child. My nephew, my brother-in-law is a freakishly large Mexican dude also. My sister is related to me, so there's a gene in there that has the tall in them. My nephew might be 6'6", and he'd be a point guard size. He'd be a smaller guy in the NBA, but he's got a chance because the biologies are starting to mix, starting to get bigger. There's more chemicals in the chicken and stuff.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So like the steroids and all the byproducts and ketchups and stuff that made me big are getting worse. So then those kids are going to get even bigger. So
Joaquin, after 16 beat 1 and 15 beat 2, there was no perfect brackets left.
Fuck it. Nobody cares. There's no rules. That's why I love. See, I never understood why you guys didn't like March Madness, because for that alone, where like the best teams could lose to like Northwestern Southern Christian State.
A 16 beating a 1 has only happened once before. Now it's happened twice.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But any given fucking time, like Northern, Eastern, Western, Southern Christian Baptist University can beat Purdue by 50 points because they just had the right plan and did it perfectly. That's why I like March Madness. So
damn nerds.
Damn sports nerds.
It's fine. I never fill that one bracket because it's never going to be right. The stats are like
it's about who's the most right.
No, I'm not even going to be close to being right because I don't watch all the 64 teams.
Dude, no one has that much time. It was also during South by. I didn't watch.
Some idiot does, and he put parlays on everything and lost all his money. Because now they're advertising on TikTok gambling, and they're like, all you got to do is just gamble, and you'll make $1 billion. And the kids are like, yeah, just like Fortnite, and their loot boxes, and then they're losing all their fucking.
But you got to
cash.
gamble money that you're okay with losing.
Yeah, but they don't know that they're fucking 12. Yeah, I know they're not 12, but they're stupid, and so they're gonna gamble all their money. Because they're not saying no. Because Marcos, what you just said actually is what you're supposed to do. Gamble with what you're comfortable losing. They're saying put $2,000 into Purdue winning it all and then losing in the second round.
Sure thing.
It's a sure bet because there's a one number.
Was put $10 on like 5 sure things, and then even then in this tournament, you probably would have got fucked.
Right. but they go and see how there's a one there.
I
JJ?
only bet $10. How am I out 500?
Wait, you put $10 on every team? That's was it $82,000 or some shit like that? 88,000. What the fuck? What's 64 times 2?
64 times 2.
128.
Yeah.
There you go.
You just had to say it out loud.
$1,280. No, $1,280. Yeah, for every player, every team. There you go for $10.
Well, I mean, I am looking forward to gambling being legal, and then I'm just going to gamble on fights once in a while. But by the way, I'm still not going to gamble stupid money. I'm still going to just gamble what I'm okay with losing.
Oh, blackjack. Fucking blackjack, baby. I don't care.
The blackjack table, the buy-in is too much most of the time. At least in our
find
casino.
a $5. Gotta find a $5, baby. $5 blackjack's the most
I've never been to a
fun.
cheap casino. I've only been to our casino where the only thing cheap is bingo.
Oh, I gotta take you guys to fucking Chansey. No, I gotta take you to Shoe Mash. Shoe Mash is the $5 slots on Mondays, and all you can eat taco bar.
I
for
fucking
$20.
hate slot machines.
We're not doing slot machines.
Oh, you said $5 slots.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant $5 blackjack.
Okay.
No, it's even cheap. You want penny slots, baby? You want penny slots? You got them there too.
No, dude. It doesn't matter how much money I put in. Slots are a reverse ATM. I'm just watching my money go.
Yeah.
Not if you get shiny bull cherries and sevens.
Video poker. Video poker's alright.
I don't know. I don't gamble that much. It's been fucking years since I've gambled. Mostly
never-
because I'm fucking here. Actually, I don't think I've gambled since I've moved here. So
I mean, we
7
can
years.
go to Eagle Pass. And
We're not. You guys, I've been telling you guys to take me to Eagle Pass for a decade, and you guys almost a decade now, and you guys are like, no, I don't want to go back home. I hate home, which makes it seem like it's a sunken, unholy place.
I mean, yes. That being said, I mean, I'm just
Because I'd go buy you your Taco Scooby snacks, and I'd go back to my
That's
grandfather's
ridiculous.
hometown. We go further. We go further away.
I don't have a passport. You'd be
Oh.
on your own.
No, I don't have an passport either. I just speak American well.
I mean,
I am an
that's
American
what my
citizen.
dad does. He doesn't have a passport. He just is like, what are they going to do? Keep me from going into my own country?
Yeah, like, what are you? I am an American citizen. Thank you so much, Officer
I mean,
Sanchez.
in Trump's America, that was a legit possibility.
That's true. But
That is where the better restaurants and alcoholic places to go are.
there you go.
and strip clubs.
Take me to those
There's strip
places.
clubs in PLR? Oh, yeah, of course there is. No.
Take me to those places. I would go.
So
Well, it's just a matter that you're always gone whenever we're free.
motherfuckers, you guys are, I'm free a lot, and you guys are like, not free when I'm free. And then I'm not free, and then you blame me for not being free.
I don't think I've ever.
right.
I'm American. I'm free all the time. I went to the,
On that
we went to the
note, when are
Renaissance
you
Fair.
gone? Yeah, that was fun. When are
Oh.
you gone in April?
The 1st through the 10th. So only 2 episodes.
1st through the 10th.
Yeah, it's a Saturday to a Tuesday morning. Or Monday. Monday. Easter is the 9th, and Monday's the 10th. And then, yeah, so it's Saturday through. So, yeah, it'll be the.
All right, we're having a Black Excellence on the 6th. I know that for sure.
Okay. And you guys
Because
need
I
an
will not
anime-
be here on the 6th.
Oh, what about the Anime Excellence?
What?
He's not going to be here.
Oh, you're going to be gone for a week?
No, I'm just gone on the 6th.
Oh, well then
That's
do,
why I was asking you. Because
well then do the Anime Excellence, because people like that one.
yeah, we can do that. That's right after, I think, Demon Slayer stuff.
And it's even funnier because people think that you can only do it in the absence of me, as opposed to me actually wanting you guys to do it. And I like that as a part of my lore also.
I mean, Elijah only appears whenever you're... Oh, and he's going to be here soon. next
That's
month.
Elijah's fault. That's not my fault.
Well, you said you're only gone from the 1st to the 10th? Or you're
Yeah, and he's going to be gone that whole time.
No, he doesn't come till the 22nd.
Oh, I'm gone because I'm going to New Orleans that weekend. But that's because I enjoy fun and I deserve to have a good time, goddammit. Can't just be here editing all the time.
I'm not saying that you don't.
Oh,
But
no, I'm just-
he will be here on Thursday, so you can see him for a little bit.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. He's coming twice and I'm gone both times?
No. He's coming on the weekend of the 22nd, which I know I'm gone Friday and Saturday because I'm going to go see NoFX's last concert in Austin.
I was going to go with you. I was thinking of going with you to that, and then I didn't because I'm elsewhere.
You just never solidified plans.
I would have liked to because I didn't know they were Mexican, and then they're not playing anymore forever. And
Yeah, it's a Mexican with a trumpet.
Exactly.
It's more badass than that.
Mexican with a guitarron. Boom, 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 boom.
He does play
boom,
bass
boom,
sometimes.
boom, boom. But that's a big goofy one. You have to stand like this, and it's more fun that way. But very few things cooler than a Mexican with a trumpet.
Yes, that's what Fat Mike said in his TikTok.
To be fair.
Anyway,
Get an interview with them.
we are nowhere near that.
Who gives a shit? You put 2 out there and be like, we've done it twice. Do you support the Mexcellence? And they'd be like, fuck yeah.
I can book the sub headline.
No,
for sure.
fuck that. Start messaging now. If they're called No Effects and we're the Mexcellence and you're a Mexican guy going, hey, we're doing interviews of Mexican musicians and they say no, then fuck them forever. I'm glad they're not doing music anymore.
Problem when I message.
See, that doesn't sell us very well.
That's why it's gonna cut out for the post recording.
That means you have to leave the pre-show in. Keep talking.
Nope.
Keep talking shit about him.
Cut the pre-show. Cut the mid-show. We're not gonna air this show. Actually, this is it. We're gonna leave it.
All I was gonna say about No Effects was that when you're that big, you don't handle your own social media, so I don't talk to normal people.
So you can find a weirdo that's like, oh, if they think you're too big, then we just make fun of them on the internet, and then they get shamed.
Nubs probably runs the social media.
Exactly. You know who that is. I don't. And be like, go be like, hey, I know who you are, and I think you're very important, and I think you would let us do this for 10 minutes.
Yeah, she has a song called She Nubs.
Exactly. She's a she nubs in the closet. That's her song. I've heard it. It's lovely.
That's not the song.
Should be.
That being said, guys, go ahead and come and see us Thursday. We're gonna have a sing countdown. We're gonna be producers, and the other one at a time.
This is gonna be a fucking 3-hour show because I know for a fact that nobody's gonna be able to pitch the elevator pitch their movie in 30 seconds or less. Which,
I can elevator pitch.
Okay, well that's the rule then. Everybody has to elevator pitch their movie premise in 30 seconds or less, and then you can add stars afterwards. But yeah, if you want to hear our brilliant movie ideas, stick around.
Or silliest movie ideas. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, I want to see a raccoon versus a skunk versus a possum, and it's a 3D CG movie, but it's rotoscoped. So people are acting it out, but the animals are put on the bodies, and so they're standing upright, and they all do the DreamWorks eyebrow.
You want to see a movie with furries?
He wants to see Over the Hedge.
I want to see Over the Hedge.
That's kind of probably why we should have you here that day, where it's just
My movies
that
are
movie
great.
already exists.
Oh yeah. JJ, you don't get to list movies. You just have to let us know if they exist or not. I'd be so mad if like half of our movies exist. That'd be funny as shit.
Oh, I know mine don't, but that's already.
Well, that's because yours are about serial killers and school shooters.
No, those are.
We need to talk about Kevin. Yeah, that movie exists.
Which one was that about? Serial killer or school shooters?
Both.
Oh.
Because it stars Ezra Miller.
Oh. We don't talk about Ezra Miller.
We will when we review The Flash.
School shooter.
No.
Are we not reviewing the fucking Flash? Oh, you guys can. I'm not watching that stupid idiot shit. Nobody watched Shazam. We were supposed to review that.
We were never supposed to review Shazam.
Supposed to
That
review
was never on our highlight.
Never. Nope. Not even considered it. Because if you watch Shazam, you got duped. I'm sorry. You got duped for watching Shazam.
I think everyone said it was okay. That's
Yeah.
the worst rating you can
I'm
give
sure. I'm sure it was fine.
But that's what they say about Ant-Man. It was okay.
Yeah. But Ant-Man at least led to something, which is, a bigger criticism. But Shazam is leading to nothing. And we knew that well before it came out. And quite frankly, even before James Gunn did all his nonsense, I forgot it was coming out.
I mean, I forgot Ant-Man was coming out. It's just a matter that the only movies on my radar are the ones that I talked about in the chat, which I'm not even pull it up right now. I know for sure we're going to talk about Mario when that comes out.
We're going to talk about Tetris.
John Wick Chapter 4.
John Wick Chapter 4.
They're giving medallions downtown for John Wick Chapter 4 during
Oh, do you
South
get
by.
to-
Son of a bitch.
To kill somebody if you get one?
That's not what the coins
No,
do.
it gives
As
you
protection?
a free pass.
Oh, that's right. for like a hand job or something? Or
That's between you and your lady. friend.
where can I get one of those passes? I'm kidding. I'm just being a pervert. It's okay. I just wanted to whisper.
You came
this.
alive at the end of the show.
What do you mean? I've been alive this whole fucking time.
No, but now you're extra alive. You're zippy now. Like, I feel like as soon as we turn this off, you're just going to bounce off the walls.
I'm gonna fucking start editing and then go the fuck to sleep.
And bounce off the walls. Always edit. Good night, guys.
Play the outro music. That's the opposite of the song.
If I play it backwards.
Oh my god, it's too loud. Okay, now fade. Now fade to the 3. Nope, that's to black. The 3. That's not a fade. No!